Hello, my dear knitting friends. My name is Calypso and I make videos about knitting mainly, and also some videos about traveling in Mexico and some other places. I'm coming to you from Berlin in Germany, and I wanted to discuss a few quick topics with you in English. The first one is that YouTube has introduced AI dubbing on my channel. That's why I'm making this video in English. And I'm quite happy about that. So you can watch all my videos in English with the AI translation or dubbing in English, and also with subtitles in many languages. That's great news because not all smaller channels have access to that. So I'm happy about that. But there are a few things I'd like to point out. But first, I make videos in German most of the time. Some videos in French as well are available on my channel. And I also have a playlist in English where I have made a few videos, and maybe I'll make some more in the future, just as this one. So I want to invite you to watch all my videos because now they're available in English with AI dubbing, so that's great. But I wanted to talk to you quickly about that because, of course, the AI dubbing is doing a good job. I have a good impression of that, but I wanted you to hear my real voice in English because the AI dubbing, I mean the translation, is pretty well done, but the voice is really artificial because it's from artificial intelligence, so it sounds a little bit weird. But now you hear my real voice, so I think that's a good thing. And also, I mean, it's great that there's AI dubbing, but I wanted to point out that it's kind of more advantageous for channels that make, or creators that make videos in English, because if you make videos in English, the AI dubbing offers to translate or to dub them, to be precise, to dub them to many languages, also to some languages you might not expect, which is great. I mean, that's really, really great that they take as many languages as possible into consideration because we want diversity, right? But it's kind of sad that if you make videos in one of all the other languages, such as German, French, or Spanish, which are really big languages, I mean, Spanish is spoken by so many people in the world, you only get your videos dubbed to English. So I hope that there is going to be some more development regarding that, because if you make your videos in English, you get them dubbed to, I don't know, 15, 20 languages, something like that. So you can reach a very, very wide audience, and also people from many different cultural backgrounds and geographical areas. Whereas when you make videos mainly in German, such as me, or French, your videos get only dubbed to English. So of course that widens your audience, but it's kind of sad because it would be nice if the AI dubbing got developed to the point that no matter in which language you make your videos, they get dubbed to all the available languages from, I don't know, Google, I suppose. And yeah, so that's the thing I wanted to point out. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you have a different dubbing feature on your channel, because this is what was offered to my channel. So I'm not complaining, I'm just pointing out some points that could be improved for in order to offer more audience to all the creators in general. And also, well, I'm not going to do a full knitting podcast here, but I just wanted to show you quickly that I am a knitter, because you can see here my needles and my yarn, and I'm currently knitting the Charlie pullover by Moreka Knits. So this is where I am at the moment. And I also make my own designs, such as the top that I'm wearing. I might insert a few pictures. This is the top cerise, and I also made other summer tops and other designs which are available on my Ravelry on my website. So this summer I'm planning to release 2 more tops. Maybe they will already be online when you watch this video. So the two new tops I'm releasing are the Maracuya top and also the flower rain top, which is a top matching the flower rain cardigan that I released last year. So all my patterns, FYI, are all tech edited by a professional tech editor, graded also by a professional tech editor, and test knitted. So that's the quality control. I'm really committed to making high quality patterns. Yes, and the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is also that I have participated in a scientific research paper, which is about fair fashion, and I'm looking here because I have it open on my screen. It's available in open source. That's why I wanted to share it here with you so that you can read it if you're interested in that topic. So that's a paper that I did in collaboration with 1 or 2 universities were involved. At least 1 university was involved. 2, now I'm reading correctly. 2 universities were involved, so I knew one of the editors, and he basically asked me if I wanted to participate because I have worked in the realm of fair trade in the past in an NGO in the fair trade area. So yeah, he basically asked me if I wanted to participate because during that time I led a project which I designed myself on fair fashion, on the topic of fair fashion, with small scale producers from the global south. I don't want to enter like opinion discussions here, although I'm not a really big fan of the idea of the global south terminology, but I mean, that's what it is. That's what we have. So the title of this publication, which is open source, so it's free for you to download online, and I leave you the link down in the box, in the info box, so that you can just click on it and read it, download it and read it for free. It's a PDF, and the articles are not very long, and it's written in a really comprehensive manner, so it's not a extremely complicated research paper. It's really accessible to anyone. And the title of this publication is Fair Fashion, Interdisciplinary Perspective in the Context of Social, Ecological, Economic and Cultural Sustainability. So the article I have written, I must say I'm not super satisfied with the title, but in the end I didn't choose the title really. I could have maybe been more creative, but I mean, I have a full-time job and I wrote this on top of everything I'm doing anyways. So the title of the article I wrote is Approaching Fashion Differently and Insights from the Fair Trade Model. So because I've worked in NGO in fair trade, I was kind of considered as a little bit of fair trade expertise for this article. And the aspect differently is that my abstract, or the proposal I made to participate in this scientific research paper, is that I wanted to have the point of view from a craftsman, from a craftsperson, craftswoman, in my case, because I'm a knitter, because I do knitwear design, and because I know what it is to make clothes and garments by hand. So I wrote this article with some insight into fair trade, fair fashion, but with a really important aspect from a crafting. And I think that's a really interesting turn that not many have, not many researchers from their experience can bring or contribute in collaboration with the editor. So I wrote it basically and he did the fine-tuning. Fine-tuning is also a lot of work, don't get me wrong. And yeah, so you as craftspeople might be interested in that book, because there are also in that publication, because there are also articles with the title, for example, Fair Trade and Fairness in the Artisan Sector, or Can Fair Trade be Culturally Sustainable? A Fair Trade Approach to Craftsmanship, Technology and Sustainability. Yeah, so it's a really interesting publication, approximately 200 pages, I believe, but you can only read the articles that you find interesting, and most of them are approximately 10 to 20 pages long. Yeah, so I only wanted to share that with you and invite you to read this publication, which is open source online. And I'm reading the titles here from the PDF because, to be honest, I will receive the printed version, so there will be some printed versions, but it's mainly an online publication. and I'm waiting to have the physical thingy to actually read it. But I have looked into it a little bit, and it's a really interesting publication, and I find it could be enriching for you as a craftsperson, as a knitter. And yeah, I always like to question what I'm making, why I am making it, and the context I'm making it in. So yeah, that's just an invitation basically for you to expand your knowledge and your perspective on crafting outside of only the mere making stuff, but also trying to reflect on the bigger picture of why you're making it, the context you're making it in, and which impact you might have or not have with your crafting, and try to maybe think a little bit about the philosophy you approach your crafting with. So basically that's all I wanted to say. And thank you very much for watching. Please watch my videos with AI dubbing in English, or you can also dive into my English videos playlist, which is not very long, but I think very nice to watch. And yeah, enjoy your knitting and see you in the next video. Bye bye.